championship, but we'll find out as we go into this one. This is the start of their campaign, right? This is where it all begins for OpTic Gaming. Not had the greatest of years.
Yeah.
But if they win this tournament, all is forgiven.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, folks. OpTic Gaming versus Team Elevate. We're kicking this one off. Gibraltar, hardpoint, let's get it. And we're gonna be on board with Crim 6. Take it back, we're gonna be on board with Scum. But as you see, they're being very, very aggressive towards the start of the map, but looking to get some good shots in so far. Both teams fighting back and forth for control of pit center.
Well, right now both teams just trying to get a toehold here. And you've got to bear in mind, as that time starts to tick down, it is going to be OpTic Gaming who'll be looking for spawns first. And that will happen in the next 10 seconds. As they are holding it as well here, you can already see, I think that's going to be, basically, he's trying to hit a flank to come all the way around. He may even hit stairs and come up. He is. He's going to be looking for it as well. But they know. Look at that awareness coming in.
They spotted him. And you're going to see number 3. It's going to be Methods. He's going to cut back towards that comms room to try to catch him off guard. But Spacely already getting the damage done, and Elevate breaks through. But just 9 seconds left on this one. OpTic's going to have the spawns for Courtyard. But the question is, can they hold him? Because you're going to have a player spawn out, so the man advantage is currently in favor of Elevate as they fight for this one. But Methods and Scum has something to say about it. But the spawns do come in favor of Elevate. Back Courtyard, OpTic needs to regroup and get together. Currently, Elevate with some map control.
I feel really bad for Krim. He just spawned out so far. He was playing on Charlie Station, gets somewhere near the hill and ends up dropping again here. OpTic have lost complete control, and it's now their turn to stack up. It's going to be Scump looking to go through machine gun. He is going to be able to slip through, not able to get the turn on Spacely, but the rest of his team arrives. The green wall trying to creep in here, but Proto shuts them down. Methods trying to do something. Nothing happening for them. Elevate, hold on, and that will be their time.
And there you go. You see Elevate getting back in this one. They're about to slightly pull away with the lead. OpTic, based off of this hill, rotating towards over there towards Castle Road. OpTic, they already have a setup. Just let your player spawn over there. Start worrying about the next hill. Just going to be a very minimal lead for Team Elevate, and just focus towards the future. Take a look at that scoreboard. You see Methods once again. 9. He's going to be positive at 9-5, and Methods has had a phenomenal season.
Yeah, I think so. Methods has still come into this one, and
at least from an individual standpoint.
Yeah, I think not only has he had a great year, but you also got to remember the pressure he got put on coming into OpTic, right?
Yeah.
Because he already publicly admitted, said, yeah, I was third choice to come in here. That's not something any player wants to hear coming into a new team.
And I think we can say he's performed the best so far. All right, so Methods keeping the pressure on Elevate, sitting at 10-5, rocking a 2.0, but Scump flanks around, makes his way in the hill, but he's going to fall. Spacely finds a double. He falls as well, but Octane holding down the STG, locking down the sight lines on Castle Road. Going to start picking up the rest of this scrap time for OpTic Gaming. And now Elevate is already in rotation. They're going to have some players already set up towards turret. Mox is going to be, sorry, not Mox, Maniac is going to be mid-map, and then he's going to get cut down as well.
All right, well, OpTic have no control and are going to have to try and get some map control before they swing back in here. But Spacely keeping them away as well does get traded out. And you can see already it is going to be Methods up top. And they're coming on looking for it as well, trying to just keep their heads down. He is going to get it as well. It's OpTic Gaming trying now to squeeze, trying to get into this hill desperately. It's such a hard thing to break with the Elevate having all of this control here, and they have flip spawns. That is going to be easier now for them to get into this. The greatest thing is, if they get in the next 5-6 seconds, they will neutralize the time they've lost.
And it's not bad. Even though the spawns flip, they still stayed in the hill the entire time as well. OpTic with a good pinch, but Elevate got a good amount of time off of it so far. They're going to have to make a decision if they want to push in now. Octane, he takes down Spacely, and OpTic Gaming picking up a good amount of time on the hill so far. 13 points left in it. Both teams focusing towards pit center, and Elevate, we'll see if they can get a better hold on it on the second rotation.
Well, not a lot of points actually gained the first time around in this rotation. Octane and Major Maniac trying to have a little bit of a showdown. Not able to actually have either kills go down. It looks like Octane's won that one. Scump also managed to take down Spacely. And ever so slowly, OpTic Gaming starting to get those points on the board as they take control of P1.
Yeah, Scump getting super aggressive, pushing across that top bridge. And he's going to start flanking around Castle Road as well, put some pressure towards the back end. And he's actually still alive, being annoying. He picks up a double. You can see him through the X-ray, and Octane finds a double of his own from top rock. So, but Mox, he gets that spawn towards the back. now this is actually good for Elevate. I'm curious to see what he's going to do with it. He's not doing much with it just now. He may put some pressure towards the flank, but with just 20 points left in his hill, you don't want to give it up just yet, and Krim found him. He hunted him down, and now Krim should be able to lock down those spawns for Courtyard going towards OpTic Gaming.
All right, last time OpTic Gaming did this, they threw it all away and they lost control and had to fight tooth and nail to get it back. Methods actually backing off already here, has that pre-aim, but Nade's coming in as well. And it is going to allow Proto to slip through. And you can see the rest of Elevate now trying to swing through. Proto takes him as well from the ladder. And again, OpTic Gaming now starting to spawn out towards Cave. But also, Elevate are still spawning over a P5.
The last time we saw this happen, it was Scump and Methods who kind of clutched up, even when Elevate had that man advantage on trying to retake Courtyard. But Mox does find his way towards the back of that spawn to try to lock it down for a team. He actually finds a double, gets the triple, and now they just need to push through. He just got bad timing. The flank came in from Scump, and he's going to be behind enemy lines, and he gets found by Proto, so that's going to be a huge kill.
Again, another big play here. Elevate on this hill.
Okay, the nade got him. I thought he curved that. I said, what?
Spacey's in such a dominant position. He is now going to take down 2. One more player left to beat. It's going to be Krim. Can Krim shut him down? And he needs to as well, and he is going to. But now he has to run as Elevate have reinforcements, and they are hunting Krim. Krim all alone in enemy territory.
Oh, a little cheeky position. Oh, they do know where he is, and
they
going to find him. Okay. So there you go. He's going to fall in that one. And now, going towards Castle Road, Elevate is going to have the back spawns. They're going to have to defend this top brick. Major Maniac does find a kill. So slight man advantage, and that's going to be 2 in quick succession. Controlling it, they're going to have to watch this cave side, and that's going to be Mox. He finds the kill on Method. So all the angles covered currently by Elevate. They should be able to pick up a lot of time.
They should, and that's 2 good hills for them in a row if they manage to pull it off. Here we go. Who's that coming around the back? It's Scump. Scump has the flank on, and nobody's actually seen him come in.
Our position.
They've got to wait. He'll be screaming out to his teammates now, saying, hold on, let me get this pinch. He's coming in, but so many of his teammates have died. Scump gets only Proto, then gets Spacely, but the spawns are still there for Elevate. They're desperately trying to hold off as well, but Scump keeps going. Scump holding it down, and it's now going to be Proto who's left alive to try and take him on, but Scump knows, Scump's aware, and Scump keeps on killing.
Yeah, he's going to get the rest of that scrap time. But currently, as he's trying to lock this one down, the rest of Elevate is putting themselves in position. But as Scump still has another good flank. Right after that one and getting the rest of that scrap time, he's about to try to hit this flank again. And he is just in an annoying position. Is his timing going to be right? Oh, and they catch him at the right moment. Proto gets that kill, but Krim is in the hill, and OpTic is putting themselves in power positions to set up, but he manages to just force his way through and hop on top of turret. Elevate with some good angles, and now the spawns will flip as well.
Now Scump ready to take map mid control. Incoming slight pinch here. Trying to make this one work as well, but the kills are going back in favor of Elevate. This game is not out of contention yet. With only
Definitely
a 60-point difference, a single hill can swing this either way.
You know, we've seen some crazy comebacks already today on Hardpoint, and the way this champs has been set up so far, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot more for the rest of the weekend going towards those finals. And now going to be on board with Mox as he's trying to push up, get closer towards that pit center. And I kind of feel like both these teams have kind of traded off the hill time on pit center going into this 3rd rotation. But we'll see if Elevate can get a better grasp. But I will say that this is the first time in which they've contested pit center from the Courtyard side of the map. And big props to Spacely for making an opening for his team to get through and get some of this hill time.
Proto now trying to just stay alive here as it starts raining down on him. Pushing into bricks, it's going to go down. And that is OpTic Gaming with a clean sweep. Now, OpTic Gaming, at this point, probably going to try and just hold on for a second, but they're now going to start looking to swing round. They don't want to give away any of the time in the middle point, but at the same time, they know they need to make this rotation. And it's a difficult rotation to make.
Major Maniac just want to say three headshots off those side stairs to try to you know, get his team in a better position, but he's going to fall now with 6 seconds left. OpTic is looking to press this Courtyard, but Elevate is set up. The question is, can Elevate hold the setup this time and not let OpTic Gaming break it? They'll be right back in this one, Bryce.
Scump just ninjaing his way through. Has already managed to take down one player. Looking for another. And gets the snap. Can he get this one as well? No. The hip fire is not good enough, but it has opened a small hole for OpTic to push through. And now you can see the green wall, the green tide, slowly pushing round. Methods take down 2. Proto's left alive, and he is to take down Methods, and he keeps the spawn as well for Elevate.
Oh, and
Massive
Proto.
there for Proto.
That's going to be another double kill coming out of him as well. And because this is key time in which Elevate needed. If they can just kind of break that 200 mark, their confidence will be right back in it. Also, if you want to go there, you know, Castle Road has been a scrappy one so far. And if I had to say, that's probably been the hill in which Elevate has controlled, you know, the most during this entire series so far. So we'll see if they can do it again, fight their way back into this one. Down by about, you know, 48 points. OpTic already set up on Castle Road as well.
Now, Elevate have to be very careful here because they really don't want to be pushed out too far. A full setup from OpTic may be too much to break. This is exactly what's happened. Look at this already. Crimsix is pushed out so far from that hill as well. Does manage to take down one. 20 seconds is all that stands between OpTic Gaming and their first map win. Methods is going to take down one, take down two. Call that one the snapper. Basically tries to get through as well, but there is only 9 seconds. OpTic have the spawn. This should be GG.
Yeah, you know what, Brycey? Let's just call it right now. Folks, there you go. OpTic Gaming coming out in map number 1, 250 to 179. Making a slight statement.
Everything so crisp and clean here. But I will have to play devil's advocate here, Blaze. I'm going to have to kind of throw this into the mix now here. If I remember correctly, my stats are right, OpTic Gaming #1 in hardpoint.
Yes, their best hardpoint team, 80% win ratio.
Yeah. Not as dominating as it could have been.
Okay.
But now we go into Search and Destroy, where they're 9th.
Yes.
Slight disparity there.
Yeah, you know what? It's definitely both opposite ends of the spectrum, with especially OpTic Gaming as well. And, you know, but we do know they got a lot of good practice against Cole over these last 4 days coming into this tournament to actually work on those S&D Kings. So we're about to see if it's actually going to pay off, you know? Now, let's take a look at our map cycle to see what S&D map we're going to be going to. And it's going to be USS Texas. And I can't remember the last time I casted a Search and Destroy on USS Texas. Yeah, I haven't either. So I am actually super excited for this one. And we'll see if OpTic can go up 2-0 or is Elevate going to even a series out 1-1.
Now, the interesting thing you kind of brought up there was the fact that OpTic Gaming have been pretty much trying to salvage this game mode.
Yeah.
This is a chance for them to kind of show, are they better? But at the same time, Elevate aren't the same caliber as some of the other teams in this tournament. But
that's true.
I was speaking to Teep before this event kind of started. He said, look, we've either improved Search and Destroy or I don't know what's going on. I'll probably just be fired.
It's either or, because that's really the main issue in which OpTic Gaming has to focus on. It's been the bane of their season so far, and we're about to see the fruits of their labor on USS Texas. But on the flip side, you got to give Elevate some love because, you know, Spacely, Proto, you got Mox as well. All those guys, you know, they're vets. You know, they've been in these pressure situations before. Especially they've been in champs plenty of times beforehand, and I'm sure Major Maniac as well. Don't know much about him, but you know, he you know, is going to be able to come in and do what he needs to do for this team. But the green wall.
It is all about the green wall. There they are, standing here ready to try put a W on the board for the first time since the last World Championships.
You are absolutely right. The last, that was the
last time OpTic won.
Yeah, that was the last time they won.
1 year ago, they stood on that stage as champions. We have, of course, had a roster change. You see Methods and Octane taking the place, Formal and Karma. But the core of the team, Crimsix and Scump, is still there. But the success has not come.
Oh, it just hasn't, Bryce, you know? And for whatever reason...
Oh, look, the faces of a killer.
Yeah, right? Those eyes are actually terrifying. I'm not even going to lie. Those are terrifying eyes. I need to actually screenshot that and use that as a meme, to be honest with you. But you know what? The one thing is that this OpTic Gaming roster has is that they have the composure of pressure situations. And it's like I said, it's not how you start, it's about how you finish. And for them to be able to come back and just win the last event of the season when it all matters, that'd be a fitting end to a very interesting and hectic season for this team.
Hey, look, all will be forgiven. But they've still got to do it. It's still a long way to go for OpTic Gaming. And this is just another step on that journey. Map 2 here in this series. USS Texas.
Yes.
OpTic Gaming versus Elevate. Currently 1-0 to OpTic. Blaze, what do you think of this? How is this going to go?
You know what? When it comes down towards the end, I think Elevate is going to have some tricks up under their sleeve. It's going to be a close one, but I'm going to have to give it I'm gonna have to actually go towards OpTic Gaming 6-4. You know what? I actually think they've been getting a lot of good practice in when it come down towards the end. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out towards the end. Let's see. The first round can just set the tone of this entire matchup. Imagine I just call that and just Octane loses his face. Uh-oh.
It's just pixels. It's pixels here. Kills are all going on the map, and it looks like Method is opening up here as we're watching Maniac. And it is now numerical advantage to OpTic Gaming on defense.
All right, let's see. Mox, he's being patient.
Oh, they know where he is.
Yeah, he's going to get tagged up with that nade. And so here comes the rotation for the rest of OpTic Gaming. Mox is trying to hold on. They got the sight lines. He's going to be trapped down low for a little bit. He at least needs to acquire a bomb, but 1v3 situation, he needs to try to find that one easy kill to at least make it a 1v2. But the time is not on his side.
I just don't think it's a win scenario.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I think he spotted Crim there. Problem being is that they're watching all the exits of Method, sees him and he goes down. Like I said, I just didn't really see a win in that scenario for him. I maybe would have tried to play it a little bit more patient as you are, or just, you know, maybe even just pick up a kill and wait for later rounds. I think in a 1v3, you've got a plan as well. You know they're going to have control of the sites. I don't know. For me, that's one of the scenarios where you just don't feed them kills.
Yeah, you gotta do something like it is. Maybe you just go to the back of your spawn and you just stay there, let them come hunt for you, or just hold their positions, or you know, you make an attempt at it. But I think this is gonna be one of the harder maps, especially if you're down a man, and you know you gotta be in a plant position, especially with no utility in the late round. It's gonna be hard to come back in that unless you could try to at least get a good pick. But we'll see.
Now, interesting here. Elevate. Haven't usually you have someone like back A, like far back, just keeping an eye or overwatch for it. And they have actually let, I think that's Malx has gone back to go see it now, but they didn't have to begin with. And I wonder if that was miscommunication or just a strategy they were trying out. Because Malx actually originally moved into bottom middle.
And like it is, we usually, and we made a good point that we haven't seen this map in a while. Because typically, it would have just been a smoke fest on top of that A-bomb site. Then you would have threw some lethals in there to get some tags to, you know, try to figure out how many players are going to be in the vicinity. But not yet. But we will see Elevate get aggressive and push up a little bit. Whew, he got tore up. All right, double nade kill. Good synergy there from OpTic Gaming. And I was going to say Elevate just put themselves in a power position, but they just lost a lot of players consecutively. And now the man advantage in favor of OpTic Gaming all going to be up to Mox. But this is the same previous round, same player in the same position, 18 seconds left. The question is does he give away a kill?
Well, what he wants to do is make this kill and dip away. Or try and get it. He's got to run. He's got to run. As OpTic Gaming are actually they're going to go straight for the plan again. I like it.
Oh
my goodness. No. Oh, did he see him as well? He has to get off of it.
Oh,
dude, they did manage to get it down.
Oh, he got him!
Did OpTic just get caught in the box?
Yo, wow. Yo, look at Mox. Look at Mox.
Mox with the 1v3.
And it was so funny because I was honestly about to write him off. I was like 2 words from writing him off in that round from clutching it up. And I was going to say, yeah, Mox in the same position. You know, once again, a 1v3. OpTic's watching all these angles. But the difference was...
Attacking defense?
Attacking defense. That was the difference. And he got a clutch kill, and that was big plays by Mox on the 3 streak. If you're an Elevate fan, you love to see it.
Well, I think maybe what happened there is Octane didn't know which way he had gone, and was worried he'd come around the flank. So, I don't know. He also looked like he got caught in the box a little bit, like maybe just misjudged it.
All right, Major Maniac. Octane's not going to give him anything on that side of the map. But Proto looking to get aggressive with the bomb. A flank comes through on their side. Once again, it's just Scump being annoying. And he finds an opening. But Major Maniac, he gets that snipe on Octane and basically finds a kill. So man advantage towards Elevate. I'm actually curious on what Scump positioning is on this one. And, yep, okay, he's going to be up there on top because Scump, in a matter of 2 seconds, he could be in a different position on the map and just putting that pressure on. But he's going to get found out. And so now it's all going to be left up to Methods.
Methods playing it very slow. He's not going anywhere near the middle of the map. He's looking to see if he can get a similar scenario that what Mox did. Looking for Proto, unfortunately.
Yeah, the first few shots were a little bit shaky on it.
Oh,
there's a snipe from Major Maniac to take him out.
Missed a few bullets. Maniac didn't.
He only needed 1. All right, there you go. Gonna pick him off across the other end, catch him right at the right timing. Now, Elevate sitting at 2-1 so far. Let's see if they can at least get a little cushion in this S&D and get 2 back-to-back rounds. And so far, Octane sitting at 0-2. Only player without a kill in this series so far, but still early on, and he's also been sniping as well. So, you know, and typically as a sniper on this map, you know, it's also if you can get some picks, but sometimes just your presence, watching a bomb site, watching a lane is just all you need to do in some rounds.
Well, you can see now, OpTic Gaming looking for that A control, but they don't actually have the information here. And that is a tactic, actually, by the way, that Elevate are trying out, because Mox did the exact same thing again. He pushed in the bottom, and then he's come back to those stairs. So it's clearly something that they're trying out here, or at least that's actually one of their strategies.
All right, so Octane, he's going to get a little bit aggressive, put himself in a little bit better position, maybe one that Elevate won't expect, but he is going to see Major Maniac, and that's the one thing about sniper battles on his map. You constantly got to be putting yourselves in different positions. Yep, he's going to get it. Major Maniac was looking more towards the back of that spawn rather than in that close, off that close heady. So Octane gets the best of him, and Methods finds another one. So Octane, OpTic Gaming with a 2-man advantage, but Mox has something to say about it. Bomb goes down as well. They know Crim 6 is on the bomb site. Proto with the flank, but he's getting flanked also, but he manages to escape. Methods wasn't able to get in position in time. They're going to see him, though.
Still, OpTic Gaming have the advantage here because that bomb is down. Pro's trying to get away here. Sees another player up top. Mox is coming to back him up as well here. Oh, Smoke going down. Stretches the bomb around the corner as well. And
this
it's
is
now
interesting. Oh, they did get the kill grenade.
Proto's all alone, and they know where he is.
Yeah, 18 seconds left. He thinks somebody's going to be on the flank as well. If anything, he needs to at least spring into action, try to get 1 kill. He's going to see Scump, but he cannot get it. And Scump is going to finish him off. OpTic Gaming ties it 2-2.
Yeah, that was promising them for a little while, but I don't know. They just kind of, it just didn't play out. As soon as that grenade went down, they tried something ambitious. It didn't work. There was an opportunity there for him to take Scump out, but he didn't take it because he was obviously shoulder peeking everything. And now 2-2, OpTic Gaming versus Elevate, a long way from the end of this game.
All right. And like you said, a long way. I predicted 6-4 towards OpTic Gaming. We'll see if that comes to fruition. But OpTic in their S&D so far is still early on, because at first I was going to say, do you feel like you see any improvements from these guys? But this is also a map that...
So S&D is just a hard game type to kind of take for it here.
Yeah.
It's a lot to do with the way you kind of tailor your individual engagements. You've got to look for information, then you've got to figure out map control, you've got to figure out your strategy going forward, and retakes. It all kind of factors in per round to round for both teams. So you can be the better S&D team, but can be completely countered by something the enemy team did. And that can just be random. You know, if someone manages to perfectly counter you by accident, then there's nothing you can do about it.
And I feel like you have two different styles, right? You have the team who is very aggressive and who sets the pace throughout the match, and you have the team who is very good at being reactionary and just, you know, reacting to everything their opponent does and just making the great rotations and putting themselves in the good positions just based off how the rounds progress. So, but you're going to see 3v3 situation, now a 2v2 situation. So Major Maniac with the bomb in hand. I think Methods may have, I think Octane Steel's going to have snipe. He may be able to get a plant from here, but he's going to be found out. Spacey gets a kill. Now it's all up to Octane. The plant is going to go down. Spacey's going to see him. Octane, how flashy can he get? But Spacey, he's not even going to try.
Oh!
Why? What?
I think that must have taken off just a few hairs.
Yeah, a few. Yeah, like 3. You know, but Octane is scratching.
Look at this. He's in such a horrible position. Enemies every way.
Octane is scratching his head after that one. 100%. I'm scratching mine now.
I think Maniac's probably scratching his as well, as there's a bullet crease going right along the top of it.
And he got hit by that. Like, so I just don't understand.
I can only think that maybe the outline was a bit deceptive, and
yeah, maybe it went through the box.
It definitely went through the box. Like that high up on him, it definitely went through the box. But
then yeah, at that point, it probably could have hit him in the knee.
I think it's like rare to have a headshot that doesn't hit. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, but oh well. And now when Elevate takes it, and Octane, he does get his first kill on the board too as well. So let's see. He's gonna just reposition himself. He's had snipe every single round too as well. Hasn't felt the need to make a switch, and you know it's been a close one. But in this one, it looks like
switch now. Yeah,
because Elevate's looking to get that that 2-round cushion, unless Octane has something to say about it. He will find a gun in hand. Whoop! He finds that one.
All right, keep it out. I'll change my mind.
That's going to be a good one, but he at least needs to find at least an easy kill. Maybe catching a player off in transition. He has plenty of time left.
Problem is, though, it looks like Elevate are
They know where the bomb
long
is.
haul. Yeah, they're not playing the city. They shouldn't peek him here. Octane has to do all of the work. As soon as he gets spotted, there we go. They're all going to collapse on him. Nothing that you can do for Octane. Like with bomb down, and the enemy team knows we're bombs down. They weren't peeking. They were patient. They said, right, let's just cover all the angles here. If Spacey didn't got him, someone else would have got him.
Exactly. He was in a close, confined position. Even if you get a few shots on him and back out, you know his position. Somebody else on your squad would be able to push in and clean that one up. But Elevate 4-2 so far. And so far, you know, Proto has been a big star. Spacely currently on a 3 streak over these last few rounds to really help put his team in a nice, little comfortable lead in a late game. So we'll see if they can get towards match point in this round.
All right, here we go. Attack here for Team Elevate. Trying to get the match point. Methods, though, shutting him down. Players now coming, trying to back him up. Proto having a gun battle with Scump. Scump comes out the winner. That looks to be traded as well. Mox takes him down. It's all over the place, but Scump managed to get him back with a sticky grenade. And now it's a 2 versus 2 after all that carnage goes down the map. 1 versus 2, and it's Octane left last alive again. And he has an STG-44 this time around, but it does him no good. Down he goes, 5-2, Elevate.
Yeah, that was a good one. Spacey managing to stay alive in that one. Good rotations, but down low, Scump almost made some good plays. He managed to get a good clean kill and take one to the grave. But even after that man advantage, the trades came out in quick succession. So Elevate was able to pull away with this one. But now at match point and the pressure on OpTic Gaming's shoulders, we'll see if they can make the comeback.
Sniper back out for the attack.
And, you know, when it comes down to attack and defense, do you think any side would be better to, you know, have that sniper out, or is it just personal preference on a, you know?
You see a lot of attacking teams take a sniper on offense for the simple reason being is if you can get that bomb down, it's just such a boon to have.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good to have a sniper that can overwatch. We've seen big clutches like, I think Jerd Zero comes to mind when they've done big work with it. So, yeah, I mean, that's where you kind of take it here, but right now, you asked that question earlier on about OpTic Gaming's, are they better?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, you know, it's looking like the same story on repeat in a sense. Same
If
song
you're an
on
OpTic
repeat.
Gaming fan right now, you're kind of like, oh. I really wish that it was different.
Yeah, right? All that landing, but on a map, on this map, it's just showing Elevate's preparation. But it's not over just yet. You take a look. It's a 2v2 situation. We've seen plenty of great comebacks before. Math is looking to get the bomb down, and he will, but he gets tagged up with a nade. Now he falls. It's all up to Scump, and he doesn't look both ways crossing that street. Elevate picks up the kill. Just need to defuse the bomb. Plenty of time. And, folks, Elevate will tie this series up 1-1.
They most certainly will, and that's another OpTic Gaming S&D loss coming in from here as well. Now, while it doesn't look like, you know, things have changed dramatically, I think OpTic Gaming, what you can take away from that map is the fact they were playing slower, they were playing more patient. It looks like they were trying to have the other team come into them.
That's
now, this
true.
may actually work very well against some other teams in this tournament. Against Elevate, though, we just didn't.
That's very true. We did see some moments of just slow, methodical gameplay from these guys, making sure that they put themselves in some good positions as well. But it just, you know, didn't work out for them. Elevate was super aggressive, and they knew when to take their advantages. And also the one round that Mox clutched up, right? That could have been a big confidence killer towards the OpTic Gaming side. But folks, don't go anywhere. Our series is tied up 1-1. And when we come back, we got map number 3, and we'll see who comes out on top. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to COD Champs. And we got Elevate versus OpTic Gaming, and the series is tied 1-1. I'm Blaze, this is Brycey. And Brycey, so far, has this match been a good one for you?
Yeah, it certainly has. I think it's been a little bit a game of two halves, as we would say. Hard point, of course, OpTic Gaming again dominant, as they always have been. And then S&D, OpTic Gaming not very good, as they always have been. But that's the issue here. Now, a lot of people are saying 2-3-5. 2-3-5.
2-3-5? What they saying?
That's OpTic Gaming. That's how you beat OpTic Gaming. 2-3-5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, maps 2, 3, and 5. Yes, okay. The S&Ds and the CTFs. But in this next CTF, we're going to see if that can happen. Currently, both these, a lot of these games going on now. Well,
you get a map.
All these
you get a map.
Planned, yeah.
You get a map.
So, all right. So I'm assuming that EG and Supremacy are currently playing, and that series is 1-1, of course. So we'll see how that one ends up turning out. But so far, this group is all even.
It certainly is here. Now, this means...
Imagine Supremacy and Elevate at the top of the pool. You just see EG and OpTic at the bottom, and at that point, the day gets interesting for real and tomorrow.
It certainly is. However, bearing in mind what we said earlier about 2-3-5, a lot of it means this map incredibly crucial here.
Facts.
If you're at home and you're watching, you're probably sitting there going, if OpTic Gaming win this, we're good. If Elevate win this, we're good.
That's true.
Like, let's see how this one plays out.
Yeah, you can give the series to probably whoever wins this map, you guys, especially the way it got split in the first half. So we'll see who is the better CTF team. And we're kicking this one off with Major Maniac, and he falls to Scump. All right. You see OpTic Gaming looking to push towards bunker. Spacely with a defensive stand. He finds a kill on Octane. He knows that somebody's wrapping around, but Scump outguns him. And now Scump is just going to kind of double back. You know these nades are coming through. They're watching all the angles. And now Elevate looking to put themselves in some power positions. But as you see, Scump was ready for him. They're going to try to use the slight man advantage. The pressure comes down mid-map for Krim. Scump picks up the flag, and he escapes, and Krim catches one with a nade. Now Spacely, he's the closest to cutting this off. That's actually a key gunfight. He needs to sprint, but Octane's going to be waiting for him. He can't get him. The pressure around the back. Proto. Uh-oh.
Oh, Scump managed to get away there. Try to get through, and that's going to be enough there. Proto, maybe one more bullet through the noggin of Scump would have stopped it, but now Scump is on streaks.
And he's 4-0, and he's having a great start to this one, folks. OpTic Gaming striking first, and Scump still alive. Just a few points away, and he's going to be fully streaked out to kick this one off. Also, OpTic Gaming, they're pushing from the more favorable side for the CTF map. They need to, effectively, use these streaks and kind of, maybe from a defensive standpoint, if Elevate pulls this flag out. But definitely, OpTic needs to run up the score in this first half.
Well, they are going to use it, and the reason they're using that is because Methods spawned on the overextension. And that is going to allow Methods to counter-pull, and it gives them a great opportunity. Now, Methods getting that spawn basically has allowed OpTic to stop this dead, and might even mean a counter-cap.
And so Mox, he's going to get tagged up, but they are going to be able to call out that he's by that flag. But the pressure comes through from Octane, and actually Maniac didn't go for the flag right away. He was just patient and just put himself in a position to clean up that kill. So both flags are going to be, the flag is going to be out for both teams. And now the question is, who can get the return first and put this next score on the board? All the streaks being used actually, no, I take that back. Scump should have one more streak in his back pocket. I believe it's going to be his barrage. So didn't use all of them, just a glide bomb and a fighter pilot. Proto looking to see if he can make a good play to break this. Yeah, he gets some good call-outs.
Now, can they break this stalemate here?
This is
Team Elevate. It's a little bit more important for you to do so. You are behind. Spacey looking to get through. So he's Krim as well. Completely fluffed the gunfight.
That can't happen.
That's not good. That's not good.
The one thing is that if you're an Elevate fan, that you can kind of take from that, at least the good thing is that OpTic was in a defensive stance, right? They were kind of crowded in that spawn, so even though those kills came out in quick succession, hey, Elevate still got plenty of room to spawn up and get out of the spawn and put themselves in some better positions.
Well, here we go. OpTic Gaming trying to take a little bit of control here. Octane is going to lose both gunfights to Proto, and here come Team Elevate again. Now, crawling up the map, trying to do something here for them. Scump has had a gunfight. That's with Marks. Proto sitting ice. Crawly, sneaky. But he's going to back off here. Problem is, it's still a 3v4 technically in this scenario, as Elevate Just peek, peek, look for this information, try to get a kill here. Not going to go down. Crimsix ends up taking down Proto, and you can already see Elevate had to back off, like we definitely don't have the numbers now. However, Mox tries to take down Scum.
So, and this is a big double for about Mox, and I think some of the few key things that you said is that one is that Elevate has to be the aggressors, right? OpTic Gaming has a lead. They don't have to really push out of this one. But also, another positive thing to kind of take out on the Elevate side is just that, you know, Scum came out to an electric start, got fully streaked out, and they're on a more favorable side, but also through this stalemate, they've still just held them to one flag. So that's the good takeaway you can take from that.
Yeah, I think that's so crucial. You're so right there, Blaze. Holding them to one flag on this side is massive for Elevate. Problem being is, though, is it looks like OpTic Gaming know this and are now going for that second flag. Streaming up the map here, trying to make it go down. Scum's got Major Maniac, and now it's Crim. Proto is going to go down with it as well. Spacey's going to be there. It's going to be Crim versus Spacey. Spacey's going to get one. He's tried to make it, not quite able to. And now trying to run away. He takes down Scum as well. Spacey holds it down. And the next player to step up to it is going to be Octane. Down he goes as well. It looks like we're going to go into that 1 minute of overtime.
Yep, get that extra time on the board as well. But definitely an admirable push by OpTic Gaming. They pushed through. They just, you know, couldn't get the kills. Spacey clutched up big time. But flag out on both sides. Major Maniac watching this cabin side, watching the river and across. We'll see if he can pick up on anybody. Number 6 actually made it through Fire Alley. That's going to be Skunk. He's getting super aggressive, and he's not going to be noticed at all either.
Here we go. Sneaky, sneaky Skunk. Not that sneaky.
Mox ain't having none of it. But Octane does get the kill, and he gets called out. So 40 seconds left in this one, and if this ends with this score line, even though OpTic Gaming is up 1-0, I will consider this first half a win for Elevate, just based off the great start OpTic got into.
Yeah.
Based off the positioning they're in, Elevate has held off strong, but they've also been trying to get aggressive and get in the spawn. It's just that OpTic's defensive setup is just too strong for them. But at the same time, you know, it's a double-edged sword.
That's right. Both teams are playing a game of statues there, seeing who could stand the stillest. You know, and I think OpTic won that one. I think they were slightly more still than Elevate, but going in the second half, 1-0.
Yeah, going, and so they're gonna get that. But as you see, this is gonna be a close one, folks. And I think both teams really understand that this map is gonna come down to this map, how they can end it out. Now, that's not, you know, even though OpTic is the best hardpoint team that we've seen all year long, and they're one of the weakest S&D teams, and we saw Elevate come out with some great S&D gameplay on map number 2, so we're pretty much kind of giving those maps to both those teams. That's why we put in so much onto this CTF, but also at the same time, they can still, you know, surprise us. You know, they can still win the next 2. You know, even if OpTic loses this map, they can still win that S&D in the end, and vice versa towards Elevate. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, here we go. It is going to be OpTic Gaming just holding their line for now, but Proto is round the back. Here he goes. Looks to grab between Bunker, but it's going to be his team to make it. And Mox has kind of opened it up for him here as well.
Big fight.
Oh my goodness, can he get all 4? He's trying to. Oh.
He's going to get the triple, and this flag is going to get pulled out. Nobody's going to be in a position to stop this one. And within the first minute of the game, Elevate will tie this one up 1-1. This is exactly what OpTic did early on. That's Scum getting off to that electric start. But this time I want to say, who's going to be the closest to streak on the Elevate side? But they tried to even pull another counter cap, but Methods was ready for it.
They certainly are, and OpTic Gaming looking to take back map control now as we are all even here in the last 4 minutes of this capture the flag. Now, OpTic Gaming, though, have made the kills. The problem is they're going to have to make some more kills if they're not fast. And Maniac is trying to hold them off here. It now all feels on Spacely. Spacely desperately shooting, trying to get this one, but OpTic Gaming get it away. You're going to have Proto on the OE. There's no one there to stop him right now. This might be a counter cap.
Yeah.
Octane's going to try and hit him. Can he get enough bullets? No, he cannot. Proto is gone.
Yeah, and he's going to have all that blocking as well. But you're going to have to make it through the sea of bombs there, and he takes the quickest angle out, and he makes it to the river, getting through that cave and making it to safety as well to get back to the spawn. And this is almost a mirror matchup of what we saw in the first half.
It certainly is. However, OpTic are chasing. They are ready to get this one. Looking for it. Crimsix sees Maniac. Maniac rechallenges, does end up winning it here as well. Both teams stalemate again for the next 3 minutes. It could happen.
It definitely can. This could go into overtime based off both these teams not able to break the stalemate that happened in the first half either. So we'll see. We'll see if Elevate can just work this side of the map a little bit better than OpTic Gaming did. But as I say that, OpTic, they find 2 quick kills, and now they're looking to be the aggressors. Mox looking to make a stand.
OpTic Gaming now closing in there here. Crimsy takes 1. All the players of Elevate set in the back of this spawn. They're all in such close proximity trying to go through it, and OpTic not able to crack that nut to get through. Octane trying to do work, but he's all alone, and it's again probably going to go back into a stalemate situation as Octane goes down. Mox, though, is on the hunt for himself, but he's not going to be able to do anything on his lonesome. 2 minutes left, same scenario, stalemate once again.
All right, both teams looking to put themselves in position to see if they can make that next play, if they can get in that power position to get the kills needed to get in that base and get that return. Being sneaky as well, but Spacely is going to get tagged up by those nades, and they're going to know exactly where he is, so he's going to push back, rotate towards Fire Alley, but Major Maniac finds a kill, and that's going to be another one. You need to react quickly. You can't. You got to go, especially with the players spawning out. Krim's going to get towards the back, and now can Mox get in and take out Scump? He's still watching that 6, but he got to worry about what's in front of him.
Oh, Scump's running. Scump knows. Oh, it does go down, but his teammates are all there again. Scump tries to get out of it. It's Maniac who is kind of punching a hole into OpTic's defense, and they want to kind of get him out of here, but he's still alive. This is all about Elevate now. They need to make some of the kills. Scump's coming back to get Maniac. He's like, hey, this is revenge.
Yeah, Elevate, after they got that quick double, they had to be quick on that push towards the back of that bunker, because as they hesitated just a little bit, Krim spawned up instantly. He was in a power position, and he had the proper sight lines to kind of defend Scump and give him an escape route. But now, a minute left, and we will go to extra time if those flags are out.
So here's an interesting thing. Because of the way that changed, it's allowed Scump now to go onto the map, and Octane's now the one defending.
Oh,
probably a better scenario.
I agree with that, actually. I agree with that. You know, of course, you don't want to try to kill your teammate in that position, but this time, actually, if they would have earlier, it might have been better, because you don't want Scump, your aggressive player, to be kind of holding that flag towards back spawn. You want him out there making those plays, and you see he's going to actually take out Spacely, looking to bring that pressure. He's going to be towards that riverside. Number 7 is going to be Methods. Ruined side of the map. He's looking to slowly push up. 18 seconds left.
Waiting for Krim. Problem is, I don't think there's enough time to wait for Krim, because you have to make so many kills to get this one down. Big gunfight. Krim gets 1. Scump pushes forward. Methods gets 1 as well. They're now circling them here like sharks, seeing blood in the water. They're trying to get in here, and Scump takes him down. They're going for it. They're looking to maybe take this one down, but the respawns are now coming in. OpTic Gaming, with that last bit to go down, they're closing the noose. They're shutting it down. They get it. OpTic Gaming take the CTF in the dying seconds as we went into overtime. Wow. They managed to find it. They waited for Krim, and Krim was the key.
That was beautiful. Wait for the rest of your teammates to come off and respawn, make that push at the last possible minute. And that was the difference between that push that Elevate made and the one that OpTic did, was that once OpTic got that first double, those entry kills, they were as aggressive as possible and says, hey, we're going to die in the back of the spawn because we have to. We're not going to let this go into any extra time, and they end up getting that return at the end. Even if they all slay out and it goes into that extra time, they're going to just spawn right back towards the back, and they'll be in a defensive position from there.
Here's the issue, though. I honestly thought it wasn't going to happen, simply because when you start flooding in like that, when their spawns start coming back up at the back of their base, Elevate got the good spawns they needed to hold it, but they just managed to get enough kills. They just managed to get enough to go in there. Methods getting that kill after Krim was a massive. Scump closed in exactly like you should. You saw him hit the sprint as soon as it happened, and that meant they could just condense, and they had nowhere to move. Elevate couldn't move anywhere. They couldn't use any kind of movement to get out of it. They had no cover. It just started getting further and further away from them, and they weren't winning the gunfights they needed to. OpTic Gaming clutched up there for the CTF. 235 is dead.
Yeah, and so and they're going towards the Valkyrie hardpoint. OpTic Gaming has to feel comfortable, especially going onto this map. But I will say that they have to close it out now, because if they do lose that hardpoint, that will be a devastating blow to their confidence.
It certainly will. Well, and to be perfectly honest with you, I'm feeling quite confident about OpTic Gaming coming into this hardpoint. So I don't know if you want to disagree with me.
You know what? I don't think Elevate's going to go down like this. You know, I think they're definitely going to go down swinging. And if OpTic Gaming does come out on top, it's going to be in a 200 plus fashion.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can see it. I think after that, though, if I know OpTic, momentum-based, I think there's going to be some fire swinging.
That is true, because like that's the one thing about OpTic gaming. No matter what game it is, if they get a good lead on you and they put themselves in a comfortable position to the point in which they're able to just kind of relax a little bit and have some fun, they're going to dominate you, right? They're gonna run the map on you. So that CTF was good, but so far from what we've seen, the S&D issues are there.
Yes.
But as long as they can, you know, kind of get these respawns, that's going to be key. And you know what? It's easy when you got the 36-time champion on your team, right?
Most winningest player in Call of Duty history. There he is.
Crim 6, everybody.
Crimbot.
And, you know, like you...
This is probably the longest time since his winning started. Like the
hasn't
Cole
won?
era that he hasn't won.
That's actually probably very, very factual. Yeah, you will be the closest to know that info. You'll be better to know that info.
Well,
than
the last
me.
time Crim kind of had that break of losing was AW, where they had that problem against FaZe. And then before that, EG, obviously, when the EG collapse came. But not this long. There's never been this long in the last thing that Crim hasn't won.
It's been about a year now.
Tournaments.
Yeah, you could almost call it exactly a year since the last time. So, but we'll see if they can knuckle up and just close it out towards the end. But if it's one thing that we all know, Crim's a winner, right? And you know that's all he wants to do, and he's going to go out and try to put out his best performance every single time. Let's see. OpTic Gaming needs him now to close this series out.
All right, let's see. OpTic Gaming have a fantastic hardpoint record. They're going to be relying on that here to shut down Elevate and take this 3-1, as they don't, and probably every fan watching does not want this to go to a map number 5.
All right, that's going to be
pretty good.
3 kills.
That's pretty good, yeah.
You know, Scum got caught in the crossfire, but OpTic Gaming was able to get at least some control. But as I said, Spacey says, nah, you don't get any control inside this hill whatsoever. Elevate kind of floods through, and they get some kills around the perimeter of ventilation room as well to get a better setup. So OpTic Gaming is going to end up spawning towards that top end of the map. We'll see how they want to break into this one, and that's going to be some good timing for Crim.
Little snapper there from Crim, but unfortunately gets hit by the stun and slow down enough to be traded out, as now both teams look to hit the rotation as they come in. Looks like OpTic Gaming have control here to begin with, and it is going to be just a fight going on all over the map.
So you're gonna start to see. You look at the kill feed. You know, Method sitting at 4 and 2. Proto hasn't got a kill just yet, but we're still early on in this one. And now, can't hold it off. So Operations Bunker Elevate gets the first little bit of time, but Scump off the back end, he's going to get caught out. And OpTic, they still have these close spawns towards the hill to contest it right away, even after getting slayed out. But now, as I say that, they're going to start spawning towards the bottom end of the map.
Well, OpTic Gaming now going to have to try and find a way in here. That's a lot of time to give away this early in the game if you can't break it. But there we go. Kills all coming in from here. Brodo hits the wall bang. And he's all alone here, trying to hold them off here. Takes down Crim. Looks for the player around the corner as well. He's got the bar out. He's going to go down before anything good can happen. And Maniac managed to draw a perfect outline there of Octane on the wall.
And, you know, and Octane said thank you by slaying out 2 people on top of that hill. So a few more kills go in favor of Elevate. And so far, it's just a battle of getting towards the bottom end of the map and kind of getting set up towards the storage unit. So the question is, who's going to get in first? Proto set up. He gets those kills, but gets caught throwing a nade.
Octane has streaks.
Who has streak? Octane?
Yeah, I think he has a glide bomb at the very least.
Yeah, there you go. He does have it. All right, so that glide bomb definitely going to come in handy, especially towards that smokestack hill, just because it's going to be the hill that's going to have the most open sky for you to be able to call in these score streaks. But OpTic Gaming, they get in, they get the kills that they need, but they do not get control of that power position in storage bunker to start getting some time.
The amount of kills that OpTic are making and not breaking into bunkers into hardpoints that quickly is actually quite staggering. It seems to be they kind of make that first wave of kills, but don't get the spawn, and then are spawned out and lose the second wave every time.
But I think, you know, I'm not going to be doing a quick maths on the scoreboard, but I want to say OpTic Gaming is, they should be, they're outslaying, 100%. They're going to be outslaying Elevate, but the lead isn't, you know, they actually don't have the lead no more at all, as you said.
Here comes the stack, though. They're all going to be pushed in here.
They got that last respawn up, so they were able to find Crim. Scum falls as well, so slight man advantage for Elevate. But as they trade off, comes down to a final 1v1, and Proto wins it. The rest of the teammates are spawned up for both sides. Here comes the glide bomb from Octane. He's able to connect with Spacely, but still time going in favor of Elevate. But here's the break by OpTic Gaming. Still a lot of Elevate members around us, surrounding around this hill, but they just can't get the kills.
They can't now. Octane trying to look in here, but he goes down as well. Proto ends up taking him down, and OpTic Gaming have been shut away from this hard point. Elevate going further and further into the lead here.
So far, it's just a good hold. Now, at this point, you got 18 seconds left on the clock. If you're OpTic Gaming, give it up. Start focusing towards that smoke stacks. Get yourself a nice, good setup. Because I know, you know, if you're playing, you know, you're looking at the kill feed and looking at the score and say, hey, we should be up in this one. You know, let's get these kills. Let's knuckle down and start making the plays that we have to. Now, OpTic with the early rotation, they do have to set up in smoke stacks. So far, it's Methods rocking that 2.0, who's been trying to get the job done in this one.
Crim painting the wall there with bullets, but not enough to keep them out here. Fortunately, Scum trying to back him up, and Spacely must be one bullet there and shut down. Methods trying to push out the other side as well. And you can see here comes the players of Elevate. Scump's won his side. Can Methods win his? He does. Pushes them out as well. OpTic Gaming doing great work here to get Screaming back into this game. And now it looks like they're going to have to try one more time for a push. But Scump's there. No, it's just not going to be easy.
You know?
He just walked around the bullets. He just went, yeah, I'm good. I'd rather not take any damage here. If you could just go away, that'd be great.
And big shout out to Observer. It's going to be fight. My man Mike, all right? Out there always locking down the Bravo stream, observing it, making sure we catch these plays as well. So if you guys miss any snipes, you know where to at him and let him know to do a better job, right? Because I don't like it when he misses those snipes, especially on maps like USS Texas. It triggers me the most.
I feel like you were bigging him up, and then you went, yeah, I hate it when he misses things.
Yeah, no, I really did. He's gotten better though, but also at the same time, like we said before, we haven't seen a lot of USS Texas recently. And but other than that, you know, he's been great. But back to focusing on this one, you see OpTic Gaming, they start to pull away with a good 20-point lead. They break through ventilation room, 30 points left in this one, and they're starting to, you know, kind of get into their flow towards the late end of this game. And Proto's just trying to shut them down every time they get these kills in quick succession. Him and Spacely at that.
Oh my goodness. Just kills going all around here in ventilation room, but it's going to be OpTic ready to stack once again. As we move over to P2, Proto going straight down there. Scump gets it, and he gets a shot in the face for his troubles.
Major Maniac needs to step up in the late game. His team has kept it close. So, especially, he needs to get himself in better positions and watch these sight lines so he can at least, you know, watch that 6 of the rest of his teammates as they start pushing through these hills and getting aggressive. But, you know, he's got a -10. They need him.
They do. Spacely come out. Can see Octane try to pick him up as well. And now, holes appearing for OpTic Gaming. They may be able to be pushed out here of Operations Bunker. Crimsix needs to stay alive, as he is going to be completely outnumbered. A single green dot in it, but it's going to be Octane to the rescue, trying to hold it down for Crim as the rest of them come in. And Octane picks up his 3rd coming in here. Now looking for Major Maniac.
Scump
holding it down
off the flank. Yeah, he gets that one. But in this Operations Bunker, it was OpTic who got the majority of the time in the first half. The question is, and it's looking like they're gonna do it for the most part in the second rotation as well. But as this hill moves down towards bottom storage, we saw this is one of the hills where we saw OpTic kind of just slaying out, but they just really couldn't get a lot of the time on it. I feel like, you know, their biggest portion of the lead kind of came from that smokestack hill. If you look towards the late end of it, but you're gonna see Elevate. They're gonna get in this hill. This glide bomb is gonna be a waste. Oh, he actually gets good timing on Spacely, so. That gets a kill. The question is, what is that kill going to equate to next?
Oh, here we go. It's now going to be OpTic trying to break in here to storage.
Uh-oh, Crim and Octane. That's
they've done it.
and they
Crim gets the 3-piece. Call it an OpTic.
So now OpTic picking up these points. We got 30 seconds left on this hill. Now, OpTic can't win off of this one, so we are going to see that next rotation going over towards office. Crim falls. Major Maniac pushes through. He's going to take down Methods as well. They get in at entry kill, but they're going to be able to clean them up as well. Still, the time going in favor of Elevate. 15 points left in the hill. OpTic's looking to get the rest of the scrap time. You're going to have 2 members of Elevate. They're already going to be locked in on the next rotation. This is going to be a big one.
Here we go. This is all for everything for Elevate now.
They got to play perfect.
They certainly do. Crim M6 though, gets a big kill on them there. OpTic takes down one as well. And Elevate now have to stream in from the other side of the map. Artillery's going down, glide bombs going down. OpTic are throwing up the walls and saying, you are not coming in here. This is our map, this is our series. And Elevate are just hitting the respawn screen over and over again as the skies open and the streaks roll on in.
OpTic Gaming with 2 points left in this one, folks. They come out on top in game number 4 and live true to their name and show us why they're so dominant at hardpoint. But OpTic so far, especially in this series, it was a dogfight, especially early on in those 3 maps. But in this one, hey, Elevate, they tried to fight their way back in this one. But once OpTic kind of got into their flow towards that